pain. Try my soldiers KIA. Hang with gang, it's pay to play. Keep a K, I'll be okay.
What's going on? It's your boy Kaiser the Don, and today I'm coming at you guys with another sneaker review video. Today we're going to be talking about the Air Jordan 4 Taupe Haze. Now, I know some of you guys may have seen this shoe before, but today I'm just going to be giving you guys my personal thoughts about the shoe, a rundown about the physical aspects and the aesthetics of the shoe itself, and then we're going to go into some final thoughts and just wrapping on up. But without further ado, let's hop right into it. So starting off talking about the shoe, or should I say the box itself, we do have size tag right here. Then we have this basically gray and brownish cement box. They basically did a different color box for this certain release. They've been doing this for now, I'd say the last couple years, certain colorways that might be a tad bit more limited in like release numbers and whatnot. They've been doing different physical aspects with the box, changing it up a little bit, making it the same color as the colorway of the shoe and whatnot. And I do like that because, you know, we all kind of got tired of like the plain black Jordan boxes and whatnot. At a certain point, it was kind of cool, you know what I'm saying, to just have, you know, your cool little set of black Jordan boxes, but then it kind of got dull once you looked in your closet and whatnot. So I'm glad that they kind of switched it up, being that this shoe has its own different qualities about it and whatnot. And as we jump into the shoe, one controversial thing about the shoe right off the bat is right around the mud guard and toe box area, and then the upper part of the shoe, you have this cracked leather. It's kind of like this cracked suede leather, and basically it has like this shiny sparkle effect. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up like that, but it's kind of like the same sparkle effect that some sneakerheads are starting to experience on the Air Jordan 1s. Jordans that have like that real premium leather. After years of aging, eventually there's going to be like this little sparkle dust that's going to start appearing on the leather of the shoe. But on this shoe itself, I guess they picked it out to be like a actual quality of this cracked leather. It doesn't really bother me that much. Some people are even, I wouldn't say are, but they did speculate when the shoe released that you could do like a special treatment to this material on the shoe to where you could kind of like scratch this off and there's like another level of suede under this or whatnot. I'm not too big on that. I'm not going to, you know, risk messing up my shoes or anything like that. So I'm basically just leaving it as is. But for me personally, I do see what they mean as far as just the aging effect of the shoe itself. This shoe, it has a real fine suede material that's used on the top part. Even, you know, when it's not looking at the cracked leather, you can see the fine premium suede that was used on these shoes. And I feel like this suede is really one of those suede materials that you see on shoes very rarely, that's kind of like meant to age very well with the shoe and whatnot. And, you know, I wear my shoes. I wear all my shoes. I don't keep them DS for too long. You know, I don't keep shoes DS for like years and years. And then, oh, I want to bring out this shoe that I had in my closet for 3 years or something, never wore it or whatever. Nah. You know, if anything, I'll have it DS for a little bit because I was flexing some more of like my designer side of my sneaker closet in 2023. And then I started to basically un-DS more of my Jordans. I picked up a couple pair of Jordans and whatnot. So that was like the whole spiel about that. But to me, I love these shoes. They are in their own lane as far as like design and whatnot, but people have tried to compare these to the Travis Scott Air Jordan 4 Friends and Family pair that dropped. Now, the main difference, we'll just go ahead and get into it. I don't know what this white stuff right here is. I feel like it's like creamer from when I was at work and I was making coffee, but The Travis Scott Friends and Family, they are this brown-like color, just like these, but on the back of them, of course, you got the Travis Scott logo, and then you got the Nike Air. If these had Nike Air on the back, I definitely would have loved that. You know, we all love the Nike Air quality that's, you know, put on to the Air Jordan 4s and the Air Jordan 3s. I'm more of an Air Jordan 4 type of guy. I like the 4s and the 3s. I'm also a ones person. I like the 11s, the 7s, and I like a few pairs of 5s and 6s, but I'm more of, you'll see me more of like with that collection of like 4s, 3s, and 11s and whatnot. But looking all around the shoe, you do have this white midsole that kind of like stands out with the shoe. So even though you have this taupe, or I said taupe, this taupe brown color, which goes with like a lot of like fall type colors, you can pull off, you know, that usual black outfit, or, you know, those black jeans with the white t-shirt to, you know, accompany that white accent within the midsole of the shoe. I forgot the bottom of the shoe as well. You got these infrared accents with the Jumpman, then this pod part right here. So those are the only parts of the shoe that have the infrared accents: the inside of the shoe, the Jumpman, then the bottom of the shoe. All around other parts of the shoe, it's mainly just this black color, the black, the taupe, and the white. So even though some people see it as like, in their taste, it might be a wild shoe, to me, I still see it as kind of like not even a plain shoe. It just seems like that shoe that you can really put on with like a lot of outfits if you know what you're doing. You know, if you know how to put together those soft colors of, you know, olive and, you know, those dark colors, then you can like, you know, potentially pull off a lot of fits with these shoes. So that's why I like these shoes a lot. Then, like I said, with the inside of the shoe, they are very, very comfortable. Every time I've worn the shoe, I've never really had pretty much, you know, really any issue with them. One thing with Air Jordan 4s, though, I will say, my foot, it's a little bit wider than like the average foot. So, and you know, a lot of people that have Air Jordan 4s, they do complain about this as well. But it's like the pinky area of the shoe. Once you put the shoe on and you're wearing it for a few hours, you start to feel a little pressure on like your pinky toe on like the outside of like the shoe. So I wish they would do like a little bit of improvement on that part, but it is what it is. Some people go up half a size to kind of like avoid that, but I really suggest still just going true to size. I don't really see like a point in having my shoe flopping off my foot, you know, but that's why I have my shoe kind of laced a little bit loosely. So like I'm not putting too much pressure on my foot altogether, like having my shoes like tightly laced together. So, but overall, I mean, there's not too much physically about the shoes. You got your taupe brown color that really is like all around the shoe. Then it's complemented with these black accents, then the white accents, then the infrared really stands out with the shoe. I would say this is probably one of my favorite Air Jordan 4s to release within the past couple years. Definitely a banger of a shoe. Probably one of the best colorways, definitely. And like I said, if they had the Nike Air treatment on the back, these definitely would have sold out and would definitely be on eBay for like $600 right now. I guarantee you they would. But when these released, they retail for around like 200 or 210 or something like that. And then the aftermarket, the secondary market, y'all already know, with StockX, eBay, and all that, they were going up to around 350 to 400 range. You even saw a couple of people selling them for like $5, just depending on what size you wear and stuff like that. So that's definitely a factor that you do have to think of is size factors, as far as not even just this colorway, but just Jordans in general. You do have to consider size will be a factor within prices. So I could tell you guys a price for mine, and it's that price because mine is a size 9. I'm a size 9. Somebody that's like a size 12, you know, y'all know right off the rip, yours is probably going to cost $50 to $100 more than mine just because of size difference. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But overall, I've seen the price on these come down a little bit on the secondary market. So even if you're a big size, you can probably still find them for like the low resale range of what they were looking at when they first released. So I would say right now is a good time to get you a pair since they've been out for at least a couple of years now. So now there's a few pairs that's been dead stock, and you know, the price has dropped for them. Cause like I said, some people compare these to the Travis Scotts real bad, and I feel like these are in their own lane. There's nothing wrong with the Travis Scotts, of course. If I can get my hands on the brown version of the Travis Scotts that look like these, I definitely would. But nobody's about to pay 20 racks for a shoe that looks exactly like this one. So, but like I said, it has its own qualities about it. I would say the weathering effect of the shoe, it definitely wants to be worn. I've worn these in the snow. Like I said, the snow, rain, mud, these shoes are very durable. All they need is a simple rag to them, and they'll be basically like good as new. You can even spray that suede material to, you know, protect the suede and whatnot on the top, but that's a personal choice. It's completely up to you. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know if you have the shoe. Let me know if you've thought about it, but you thought they were ugly, or if you changed your mind on them. But I'm going to wrap it up with some on feet looks of the shoe. So I hope you guys liked the review. Drop a like, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next sneaker review video. I do have the Reimagined Breads coming in the mail pretty soon, so I will see you guys soon in that video. All right, y'all be safe, and I'll see y'all. Peace.